You want to connect your AC to power source. Understand? This is what you will see in most houses. This is what you will see, and in some cases you will just see a normal socket that you have to plug the AC to the power source. Now, if you see this is called AC switch, or you call it water heater switch. Most technicians knows it as water heater switch, and this is an AC switch also. Now, if you look behind this switch, understand? If you look behind this switch, you see connecting terminals. You see connecting terminal. You see the terminal labeled as L in and L in, N in. And if you look up here, you will see the right L in, L out, N out. Understand? These two metallic parts here are where you need to connect your earthing, like the earth cables too. Understand? Now let me explain this. This L in and N in, understand? These are the terminals where you have to connect the load line coming from the distribution board. Understand? The wire already existing. Understand? The load line coming from the distribution board. Understand? That is where you connect to the in of this switch. This is a 20 amp switch. In most cases, you see this part being bigger than this. Understand? That is a 45 amp. Actually, we rate it 45, or we choose to go for 45 and choose to go for 20 depending on the size of the air condition. But since this is a 20 amp, that is why you see this part being as small as this. Now, as I've explained before, you see L in, N in. The in has to do with the load coming from the distribution board, understand, down to the box where you need to connect these two. That is where the in comes in, understand. Now the out part goes to the air condition. So this is what you need to do. The lifeline from the supply goes to the live on the labeled part of this switch, and the neutral goes to the neutral of this switch. Like the supply, the neutral goes to the neutral of this switch, and the live goes to the live of this switch. The earth, because you must not eliminate earth, the earth also goes to the earth of this switch, this part of it. From the air condition, you will see another connection from the switch down to the air condition. From the air condition, same live to live, neutral to neutral, and earth comes to this other part of it. Understand? So that is just it. There is no two ways, or there is no big deal about this. This is only applicable to smaller units in the range of 1 horsepower, 1.5, at most 2 horsepower. You can use this switch. But when you are dealing with 3 ton, which is 3 horsepower, and 5 horsepower, 10, 15, and higher, understand, you don't have to use this switch anymore. That's when you go for load breaker, or you go for isolator. Understand? At that point, it is bigger than this switch. Those kind of units are bigger than this switch for this switch to be able to contend. So you must not want to use something like this, because it will go down within a short period of time. It will burn down within a short period of time. So instead, you go with heavy duty switching system, which involve either you use a breaker, a high amperage breaker, or you use an isolator. In that case, I don't have the high amperage breaker here. I would have at least showed you an example of that, and I don't also have the isolator here. I would have also given you a hint on how to get that connected. In fact, those set of units, mostly they use a 3-phase system. They use a 3-phase system, but in rare cases you see them using a single-phase system, mostly from 5 horsepower, which is from 5 ton upwards. Understand? That's where you see 3-phase system. They don't use a single phase anymore, because this switch is only adaptable to just a single phase, which is a line and the neutral. When you get to 3-phase system, you see 3 lines, which is line 1, line 2, line 3. So this switch cannot contend with that anymore. That's where you have to go for either isolator, a 3-phase isolator, or you go with 3-phase breaker plus neutral, because you have 3-phase, which is the live 1, live 2, live 3 plus a neutral. Then you also have a terminal to connect your earth. Make sure you don't eliminate your earth. Understand? Because earth helps to keep the whole system under guard to prevent electric shock and the rest of it. So that is just it. It's just a summary on how to use this switch. That is just a summary on how to use this switch. There's no big deal about it. The lifeline from the distribution board goes to the in of this switch, and the lifeline to the lifeline, the neutral line to the neutral line, the earth connected to the earth, understand? Then from the air condition down, the lifeline to the lifeline, the neutral to the neutral, and the earth goes to the earth bus bar. Now if you connect it inversely, it will still work. When I mean inversely, I mean connecting the supply line to the out and connecting the AC to the in. It will still work, but it's not always advisable. Why I say it's not always advisable is that the system will be, this switch will be energized 24 hours energized. It will not really go off, because this indicator lamp will always remain on. Understand? Will always remain on. The indicator lamp should only come on when you turn on the AC. But if you connect it the inverse way, this lamp will always come on. Understand? So that is just the difference. That is just the difference between connecting it properly and connecting it the other way around. So that is just the single difference. Thank you very much. Please stay tuned to my channel. Do well to like and subscribe. Share the video. Thank you very much. See you on the next.